Hey guys, Silenthunder here, and today I'm going to give you a quick guide on how I've set up my alchemy on my potion master, just with a few basic potions. So once you've installed Trade Skill Master, you want to make sure that you're scanning the auction house for data, and you want to do this frequently. You're not going to get accurate data on your first scan, but you can do this by going to the auction house, going to your auction DB tab, and running a scan. You can run a get all scan. Sometimes this will disconnect you. The best way to scan the auction house is actually with the Trade Skill Master application, which you can find a link for on this tab. So once you've scanned the auction house, you need to make some groups. The way I do this is I open up my alchemy and I click. If it doesn't pop up automatically for you to create groups, if it does pop up automatically, click yes, create groups. If it doesn't, click on TSM Groups, click create profession groups, and I can see down in my chat log here that it created profession groups for alchemy. So I'm going to close my profession tab, open up Trade Skill Master, click on groups at the top, and I can see if I expand this that it made me a professions group, and under my professions group it made me alchemy, and under alchemy it made me crafts and materials. Everything I can craft with alchemy is listed under crafts, and all the materials used to craft these items are listed under materials. So I'm going to start by creating some subgroups to keep this clean. So I'm going to click on my crafts, and I'm going to click on management, and I'm going to create a new subgroup. I'm going to call this one potions. So from here I'm going to make some additional subgroups because I don't want all of my potions to have the same selling and crafting operations. Some potions I want to sell for higher prices. Some potions I want to craft more or less of. So to do this we need separate subgroups. So I'm going to click on management again, and I'm going to create a new subgroup. I'm going to call this one high profit. I'm going to go back and repeat, so I'm going to click back on potions. Otherwise, if I stay here and click on management, it's going to make another subgroup below this one. I don't want to do that. I want them all under potions for now. So I'm going to go back to potions, click on management, new subgroup. I'm going to call this one less popular. You can name these whatever you want. This is just what I'm using at the moment. So back to potions, management, new subgroup. I'm going to call this one potion of luck and treasure finding. Back to potions, management, one more subgroup. I'm going to call this one potion of illusion. So from here, I'm going to go back to my potions group, and there's 3 different ways that I can get my items into this group. I can go through my list and click on them. So let's see here. I know I have potion of illusion, so I'm going to go down and find potion of illusion. I'm going to click on it, and I can click add. This is one way you can get your items into your groups. This is bringing it from my crafts group into my potions group. It's not yet in my subgroup for potion of illusion. I'm going to do that after. So back to potions, items. Another way that I can put the item in is doing a filter search. So I know I have potion of luck, and I can type that in, hit enter, and it will sort through the list, and if it's in there I can add it in this way. Another way that I could get potions in here is through importing. There's a couple ways that you can do this. One is I can open up my profession tab, and I'm going to search for potion of treasure finding, and I see it here. I can click on my import string. I'm just going to close my bags, get that out of the way. You can click on my import string and shift click this item, and I'm going to check off move already grouped items since it's in my crafts group. I have to do that again now. Make sure that's checked off, move already grouped items, it's important. And click OK. And if I go back to my items now, I see that the potion of treasure finding is in there. And then the final way that I can get items into this group is through import as well, but I'm going to use an import string of the item IDs. I've prepared one, which I will share in the comments down below in case you're interested. and I'm going to post that in, and that's going to bring all of my items that I'm going to use for this demonstration into my group. So now that they're into the potions group, I want to get them into my subgroups. So for high profit, I'm going to go to items, and I know that the elixir of giant growth I can sell for a high profit. Less popular items, I know that my potion of focus and my potion of mountains are not big sellers, just from experience. So I'm going to add those into this group. Finally, potion of illusion items. I'm going to put my potion of illusion in that group. And my potion of luck and treasure finding. Potion of luck, potion of treasure finding are in this group. And then if I go back to my potions group, I'm just going to leave my other potions like Mogu Power, Jade Serpent, Vermin's Bite all in this group. Next, we want to create some crafting operations. So we're going to click on Module Operations at the top and Crafting. We need some crafting operations if we want to automatically queue up these items to craft, so that we know that when they're profitable or we're out of stock, that we want to craft these items. So first off, I'm going to make one called Potion of Illusion. Again, you can name these whatever you want. You can use the same crafting operation for multiple groups. So for my Potion of Illusion, I like to keep 20 in stock. So my maximum restock quantity I'm going to set to 20. The minimum restock quantity, this just means if I sell one, it's going to tell me to craft one. If I change this number to 5, it means that I would have to sell 5 before it's going to tell me to craft any. So I like to keep mine at 1. Now, for my Potion of Illusion, since I'm a potion master on this tune, I get procs, as well as when I'm crafting this item, you get 1 to 2. So you get 1.5 typically per craft on a large scale compared to what the crafting cost is going to tell you is per item. So I like to take off my minimum profit for this. I set no minimum profit for this group. And that's it for the crafting operation for this one. So I'm going to go back to operations and I'm going to make another one. I'm going to call this one Potion times 120. Now my standard potions like Mogu Power, Vermin's Bite, etc., I like to keep 120 of them in stock on my server. So I'm going to leave my minimum restock at 1 and set my maximum to 120. This does not take into account procs, so when I'm crafting 120, I might end up with 140 or 150 when I'm done. That's fine. Set my minimum profit. I'm going to set my minimum profit of 0 copper. So if I'm going to break even on the potion, it will tell me to craft the item. If I set no minimum profit, it could be a loss. So I like to keep it at 0 copper. The reason why I do this at 0 copper profit is because of my Potion Master ability, where I get 20% extra for procs. That's where my profit will come from. I'm going to go back to operations. I'm going to make a new one. And I'm going to call this one Potion times 20. So this is the one that I'll probably use for things like my less popular potions, as well as my Potion of Treasure Finding and Potion of Luck. So here I'm going to set my maximum restock quantity to 20. I'm going to set a minimum profit on this one of 3 gold. And again, you can put in whatever you want for these. This is just what I'm currently using. So now I have 3 crafting operations created. Next, I need some auctioning operations. So now that I can craft my items, I want to be able to sell them. So I'm going to click on auctioning, click on operations, and I'm going to make a new operation name. This one I'm going to name Potion times 1. Hit enter. It brings me to the group, or the operation. I'm going to click on match stack size, because if somebody's selling in stacks of 5, I don't want my singles to undercut the stacks of 5. I want it to be its independent. So I'm going to click on post. I post my potions for 24 hours. You can go 12 or 48, whatever works for you. And my post cap I'm going to set to 20. I don't like to post more than 20 of a single item. It floods the auction house, it slows it down, and quite often people don't want to buy. If they want a stack, they don't want to buy all singles. These are for the people that just want to pick up a couple of the item. Bid percent, I like to go 95%. Undercut amount, I leave mine at 1 copper. My minimum price, I'm going to go 100% crafting cost. So 100% crafting for my minimum. The reason why I sell it at 100% of my crafting cost, again, is because of the proc chance, since I'm a potion master. My maximum price, I'm going to use 2000% of crafting. Again, you can play around with these numbers and find what works for you. This is just what's working for me at the moment. And my normal price, I'm going to go 500% crafting. When it's below my minimum price, I don't like to post my items. I like to keep them in my bags to save on posting fees. And when it's above my maximum, I tend to post it at my normal price. So I'm going to hit OK. And then I have my first operation made. I'm going to go to management and I'm going to duplicate this operation right here. So I'm going to name this one potion times 5, so stacks of 5. Hit enter, and then I'm going to go back to post. If I look at general, it's already matching my stack size since I duplicated the operation. Now I'm going to go to post, and the only thing I'm going to change in here is my post cap. I'm going to do 8 stacks of 5, stack size 5 instead of 1 now, since I'm posting times 5, potions times 5, and leave it at 24 hours. I'm going to change my normal price down to 400%, so a little bit of a discount if I'm the only one posting, to encourage people to buy the stacks of 5 over the stacks of 1. Next, I'm going to go back and make one more of these. So management, duplicate operation. I'm going to name this one potion times 20. Again, if I click on general, I can see that it's matching the stack size. Click on post. I'm going to change my post cap. I'm going to put a big number on this one. 10 stacks of 20. That should take care of all my procs and such. Leave my bid percent the same. The only thing I'm going to change again is my normal price. I'm going to drop to 300% of crafting for this one. Everything else I'm going to leave the same. Now I need an auctioning operation, another one. So I'm going to click on operations, and I'm going to name this one. Let's name it potion high profit. So I'm going to click on match stack size always for potions and stuff like that. Post duration I'm going to leave at 24 hours. My post cap I'm going to set up to 30 just to take care of any procs I get. Stack size I'm going to leave at 1. Bid percent, again, I like to use 95% for a lot of my items. My minimum price, I'm going to do 110% of crafting here. My maximum price, let's see, what would work good here? I'm going to go 1000% of crafting. And for my normal price, I'm actually going to use something a little bit different here. I'm going to use maximum, so it's going to take the maximum of whatever I put in the brackets. And I'm going to use 300% space crafting with a comma, separate it, or 99 gold fixed price amount. So it's going to take the maximum of either 300% of crafting or 99 gold. Hit enter. That one's done. Below minimum, I'm not going to post, and when it's above my maximum, I'm going to post at normal prices. And let's see, do I need another one? Yeah, I need one for Potion of Luck and treasure finding. So Potion of Luck / treasure finding. Enter. Click post. I'm going to post them for 24 hours again. Post cap I'm going to set to 30. I'm going to just post these in singles since they're Potion of Luck and treasure finding. Sometimes people buy stacks of 5 and 10. You can play around with it. I have the best luck selling singles, and occasionally I sell stacks of 5. So I'm going to post them for 24 hours. My minimum price, again, is going to be 100% crafting. Since I'm a potion master, I get 20% extra for procs. That can be my profit. I can sell at crafting cost and make gold. Maximum price, I'm going to go 400% of crafting. I know these have a higher crafting cost, so that's still a high price. And normal price, I'm going to go 300% of crafting. Hit enter on those. Make sure you hit enter after you type in or click the OK. See the OK? You can either click that or hit enter to save the data. Otherwise, when you close out of this and go back in, you have to start over. So stack size, my bid percent, again 95%. I'm going to not post the items, and I'm going to post them at normal prices. So I have my high profit, my Potion of Luck. I want one for my Potion of Illusion. So Potion of Illusion. I gotta go back to that Potion of Luck for a second, and I want to make sure that I check off the match stack size. I forgot to do that. So now back to the Potion of Illusion group, match stack size, post. I'm gonna go 30 stacks of 1 again. These tend to sell in singles better than in stack sizes, but you can experiment and see what works for you. 95%. My minimum price, I'm actually going to set at 80% of my crafting costs, because the crafting cost is based off one. If you were to craft the Potion of Illusion, you would get 1 item. Now, if I open up my TSM crafting and I look up Potion of Illusion, I can see that for me, my crafting cost is 19 gold. And I know that's based off crafting 1. But if I go back to the default and look up Potion of Illusion, I can see here that I actually get 1 to 2 of this item when I'm crafting it. And then, since I'm a potion master and I get 20% extra in procs, I can get a 5 proc. So if I were to craft the 2 and get a 5 proc, I can actually craft up to 10 of these at once. And it has happened for me. So I go back to my TSM button. This is why I'm using 80% of crafting, because I know that I can still make profit off of that. My normal price, I'm going to set at 300% of crafting. And my maximum price, I'm going to set at 1000% of crafting. Again, I'm not going to post the items, and I'm going to post them at normal price when they're below or above maximum. Now that we have our auctioning operations made, we need to apply them to the groups. So we're going to go back to groups, find our high profit, and click on, it's already highlighted, operations, but I want an auctioning operation for this group. Actually, let's start on the base. So the potions, these are the ones that I did not put into a subgroup, like excuse me, Vermin's Bite, Potion of Mogu Power, etc. So I'm going to click on operations, I'm going to override, and I'm going to post in stacks of 1 first. Secondly, I'm going to post in stacks of 5, and finally in stacks of 20. If you wanted to post your stacks of 20 in priority over your singles, just make sure you go 20, 5, 1. So now that I have my auctioning operation applied to that group, I can then go to crafting. and I'm going to apply my operation to craft 120 of these items. This is all I need to get started to craft my items and to sell my items on the auction house. So from here, I'm going to go to my high profit. I'm going to override the module operation again. And I'm going to remove this one, remove this one, and I'm going to set this one to my potion high profit auctioning operation. I'm going to override this because I don't want to craft 120 of these. I'm going to craft 20 of them, so my potion times 20 tells me that I'm going to craft 20 of those. My less popular, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to override. I'm actually going to leave this one here, so I'm going to post in stacks of 1, 5, and 20 if it happens to be that case. Excuse me. Then I'm going to go to crafting, override module operations, and I'm going to change this one to craft 20 of these. Next, I'm going to click my Potion of Illusion group, override. I'm going to remove these two, and I'm going to change this one to my Potion of Illusion posting operation. Next, I'm going to go to crafting. I don't want to craft 120 of these, and I'm going to change it to my Potion of Illusion crafting operation. Finally, we have Potion of Luck. I'm going to override this. I'm going to remove these two. Oh, I added one. Remove, remove, remove. Alright. Potion of Luck, treasure finding. So I'm going to put that one there. And for the crafting operation on these, I don't want to craft 120. I'm going to craft 20. And now I'm all set up. I have my crafting operations, my auctioning operations, my groups with the items in it. And now if I were to go to my TSM Groups section, I can highlight all my groups, or I can select all groups with the button at the bottom, and I can hit my restock queue button. Now it says filtered here. If I go back to my professions tab, it's because I typed in Potion of Illusion or select a filter from this drop down. I can now hit clear filters, and I can see that it's telling me to craft these items to restock. Some of them I already have, so they're not all showing up, but otherwise they're here telling me to craft. Now I can either hit my craft next button, or I can click on an item here to start crafting it if this happens to be grayed out and not working properly for you. And then it would craft my items, craft a few of these, and then I can go to my auction house tab. I can click on my auctioning, make sure my groups are selected, and then I can start a post scan. And there I can see that my post scan's done. It wants to undercut this person with my single Potion of Mogu power. And that's everything that you need. Now if you find that nothing is queuing up for you in your craft queue, it may be because your material prices are set too high. And I'm going to link a video in the description to help you with that in case you encounter that problem. I have set all of my material prices manually to the maximum amount that I currently pay for my herbs. Anyway, I hope you guys found this guide helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be coming out with more guides soon. And if you have any questions, I will also link my live stream down below. Stop by and check it out.